Hey Fee! Hey Tracy! What should we do today? Let's watch this hit TV show with girls like you and me. It's it we really like, and best of all, it's free! Square Eyes are watching Geek Girl TV! Square Eyes are watching Geek Girl TV! Amstrad, Spectrum, you have the young winery, Apple, Mac, PC, Geek Girl TV! Television for the computer savvy.
Hello and welcome back to Geek Girl TV. As usual, I am your Geek Girl host, Eve Park, and my theme song was created by The Days, which you can check out at myspace.com/TheDaysGirls. This is episode number 50.7.0 or something. This is not at all what I had in mind for today's episode, but hey, in new media you gotta roll with the punches, move like a jellyfish, and go with the flow.
That's the Think Geek LED jellyfish lamp, by the way, and no, they're not paying me any money.
But speaking of the number 50, was I speaking of the number 50? Of course I was. Andre Carrington sends me a ridiculously geeky fact about the number 50. Andre writes,
50 was the original cap on the number of members in the Fantasy Amateur Press Association, the first amateur publishing group in the United States that distributed science fiction fans homemade zines through the mail. Many geeks today are too young to have even put together a zine with a Xerox machine, but the Fantasy Amateur Press Association might have been the forerunner of our blog rolls, RSS feeds,
and live journal friend lists. Except they were limited to only 50 people when they started in 1937. Why 50? Because that was the optimal number of copies of a document you could reproduce back then on a hectograph. A what? The hectograph is a means of document reproduction that uses two seriously old-school geek media. One, ink or typewriter ribbon containing aniline dyes, and two, a tray full of gelatin. One simply writes or types the master copy of a document
with an ink containing aniline dyes and then lays down the original on a bed of gelatin to transfer the print to the moisture-absorbing media. Subsequent copies are made by pressing paper onto the dye-stained gelatin and peeling them off to produce a copy of the document. This would work
a good number of times, maybe as many as 50. The hectograph may also be in the running for fun facts about the number 100, for reasons I'm sure you'd understand. But our geek forebears ensured that there would be a maximum number of 50 lucky members in one of the first information technology networks to publish their geeky thoughts in the media. So, 50 it was. Can you imagine if your vlog could only go to 50 people? How would you decide? So thanks, Andre. I absolutely loved hearing about the hectograph. By far, the geekiest fact about number 50 that I received. I also want to thank everyone who emailed me about smartphones to tell me why the iPhone is so great and other smartphone options. However, I am still happy with my Sidekick after all these years, but I want something better. It appears that my true love Google has alas come to the aid of this fair damsel in distress. With Android, yes, I know it's not coming out like forever, but at least I know it's on the horizon. In fact, it's close enough that I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on a smartphone now only to buy another one a year from now when handsets start coming out with it. And I'm really excited because I heard that the guy that they got to design the interface for Android is the same guy who designed the interface for the Sidekick, which I absolutely love. Unlike other phones, it doesn't sync up with your computer. It syncs up with an online interface that you can interact with either from your computer or from your phone. So I can take pictures on my phone and instantly, via the data network, it syncs with my online desktop. Or if I want to enter in a calendar event or a really long note, I can do that from my computer and it will be synced automatically with my phone where I can access it from anywhere, which is a very Google way of doing things, don't you think? You know, like Google Docs, accessible from anywhere, any device. And you've got to believe that Android is going to provide unparalleled access to all of Google's applications. in Google Geek Girl trusts. So I'll be sticking it out with my sidekick for 1 more year and praying that somebody competent makes a decent handset to take advantage of Android. And quick like a bunny. And in other good news, T-Mobile is one of the partners, so hopefully I'll get to stay with them. By the way, if I did have an iPhone, it would double my monthly bill for a comparable plan. So let me know what you think. Are you a die-hard Google fangirl / fanboy? Or do you think they're the evil empire about to strike back? Let me know at geekgirl@clevermedia.com. Until next time, Excelsior!